And U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi is seeking the death penalty for Luigi Mangione. The Baltimore County native is accused of killing UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson in New York. Good evening, I'm Kai Jackson.
And I'm Maxine Stryker. We begin with Mangione's case as the Attorney General says her calls for the death penalty are part of an effort to stop violent crime.
Fox 45's Jessica Babb is following today's developments. She spoke to a legal expert about what this could mean for Mangione's case. Jessica.
If Luigi Mangione is ultimately convicted, a jury will have to unanimously decide to impose the death penalty. And while some legal experts question if this is the best use of resources, his defense attorney says they plan to fight it.
Healthcare is a human right.
While there have been signs of support on the street,
Free Luigi!
Inside the courtroom, the stakes for Luigi Mangione are getting even higher, with U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi making a major announcement Tuesday, directing federal prosecutors to seek the death penalty in the case. In a statement saying the murder of Brian Thompson, an innocent man and father of two, was a premeditated, cold-blooded assassination. She says they plan on carrying out President Trump's agenda to stop violent crime and make America safe again. It's part of the administration's push to revive the death penalty and lift moratoriums on federal executions.
The death penalty is often put on the table as a potential bargaining chip to get somebody to plead to life in prison. It's hard to say whether or not ultimately it will stick.
Mangione, a 26-year-old Gilman grad, is facing federal and state murder charges, accused of killing Thompson, the UnitedHealthcare CEO, back in December, outside of a Manhattan hotel.
We were able to match that gun to the 3 shell casings that we found in Midtown at the scene of the homicide.
Prosecutors say Mangione had a notebook speaking out against the health insurance industry. He was later tracked down in Pennsylvania and arrested. The New York State charges include killing as an act of terrorism. But in a New York City courtroom with Mangione facing a judge.
Have you pleaded to this indictment, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
But in response to the death penalty that's now on the table, Mangione's attorney is firing back, saying the Justice Department has moved from dysfunctional to barbaric. She says the decision to execute Luigi is political and goes against the recommendation of federal prosecutors, the law, and historical precedent. She says they plan to fight the charges.
The death penalty as a whole requires a tremendous amount of resources on both the prosecution and defense side. And so, if you're looking at it from that perspective, certainly I don't think this is the type of case that would warrant the invocation of the death penalty.
And other attorneys like Kurt Nachman agree. Nachman isn't part of Mangione's case.
You think of a death penalty as a particularly egregious act, a heinous act, or someone who's perpetrated multiple acts of violence. This is I hate to say it, but, this is more or less just a street crime.
But despite that, the federal charges against Mangione, including murder through the use of a firearm, carry the possibility of the death penalty.
A lot of the pomp and circumstance may be for the public and maybe for the media, but ultimately none of that really matters when it comes down to it and when they make decisions, as to solely what happens in the courtroom.
According to his legal team, Mangione is expected back in court later this month. Live in Baltimore, Jessica Babb, Fox 45 News.
Hi, I'm Maxine Stryker. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel and check out Fox Baltimore on social media to find more stories like this.